Hi, I'm Christine, and today we're going to talk about partnership. To be in a partnership is to be messy. And I think it's impossible to believe or to even expect, and certainly maybe even to hope, that partners are on the same page all the time. So inevitably, in my partnership, there's been times where it feels like he's on a low and I'm on a high, or vice versa. And I think in the early days of my relationship, I tried to fix that or use our human equalizer to come to the same note. And in doing so, I think I missed the music. Because truly, if I think about it, some of my favorite pieces of music, the ones that call my soul forth, are the ones where there was different sounds coming in, where there was a beautiful orchestrated string of music and then the bass came in. And the bass is the part that grabbed my heart and said, listen up, and connected to that grounded part within me that was truly wanting to listen. So in my partnership, when maybe even we've gone through the exact same thing, we both had a major transition or a move, we often do it differently. And I think the invitation is to not make that difference dangerous or wrong, or think that somehow we're supposed to be doing it the same way with the same perspective. The poet Rumi says, close both eyes and see with the other eye. And for me, that's an invitation to sometimes when I'm perceiving my partner having a low, to maybe close both eyes, that I'm seeing it somehow, believing that maybe even he should be doing it differently. And to see with the other eye, to see with the other eye, which is my perspective on maybe we're both going through the same thing and very differently, and that's okay. And in fact, if I can slow down enough to see it the way that he's seen it, if I can lean in enough to be curious about what's going on for you, then oftentimes there's a gift in that for me. It invites me to slow down, or to look at the grief that's within the transition, or to somehow make room for all the feelings, not just the doing. Truly coming as a human being into another human being's experience and intimately doing that in the way that we can join each other in a human experience of there's feelings and we're going to see it differently and we're going to do it differently, and certainly that means we're going to feel about that same thing differently. Then if I can pause enough to truly appreciate that there's music in that the bass and the other stringing high note, that if those combine, that can be the musical score to that adventure for us. That I don't have to change that, I can appreciate it. I can appreciate the difference, and I can allow and let be what is. And eventually, this song will be over, and we're going to constantly be creating another one, and that's okay too. And there will be some times that we hit the same note, but more often than not, I invited this other person on the journey so that they do it differently than me. I would not want to be married to me, not full time. There's no way. And so I appreciate the way that he does it differently, that sees it differently, and invites me to an exploration of hearing the music of our lives differently. So honor what is, without fixing, without judgment if you can help it, and allow that difference to be the score of your life, at least in this moment. Thank you.